Hello, everyone. This is Dee Dee with Motivated to Soar, and we're gonna just have a little discussion today about community. Community matters. Community matters, but we don't want to allow it to define us. So I'm gonna wait around and see who joins. And yeah, I know this is the busy part of the day. I'm just getting off of work. What about you guys? I hope your day was well. Hope your day went well. Was busy, busy at work. That's a good thing. That can be a good thing. I wasn't overwhelmed. So I'm grateful and thankful for that I made it through. Hope you guys' day is going well. You made it through as well. And all is well with you guys. So yeah, we're gonna talk about community. We need community. It is a given. We definitely need community. Hey, my friend. Hey, you're my moderator today. Is that okay? Is that okay? I'm so glad you popped in. I'm so glad you popped in. Yeah, I am so glad you popped in. So, yeah, you're my MO today. Kick them out if you need to. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch base and, have a discussion about community because we need it. You say, I am delighted. Thank you. Yeah, we need each other, but I've been kind of thinking about this, but can we lose our voice when we're so involved with community? And community, when I think about community, I think about support. I think about support, whether it's through an organization, whether it's through a church, whether it's through YouTube. We need that community. No man is an island. We're not here to be by ourselves. We need each other. We all need each other. We need each other. But it just got me to thinking, we need balance as well. We need balance too. So I just thought that would be a really good, open discussion, open dialogue. Because, sometimes in the middle of us serving and loving people, um, and just, trying to help out and be engaged, sometimes we can lose our voice. We're so now gun ho on, you know, people telling us to do things this way or that way, so we don't want to lose our voice. We want to have that happy medium. We want to have that balance. That's important because we're all unique. What you say matters. What I say matters. So we just shouldn't be so into what one person is saying, that you lose yourself. We want to embrace and we need that support. Sometimes we need guidance. Of course we're going to ask, go before God for all that. We're going to follow that path, of course. But yeah, just making sure we don't get so caught up. So you know where I'm going with that? Yeah, so community matters, but we just want to make sure we have that balance. So yeah, I just thought it would be good for us to talk about that because accountability, people do keep us on track and keep us on top of our game, that kind of thing. Hey, Real Odds, welcome, welcome. Just talking about, community and how we need each other, but we don't want to lose ourselves. We don't want to lose ourselves in being in so many different, I don't know how I want to put this. Just don't lose yourself. Just because you're part of a community, you're still unique. You're still your own person. You still have your own uniqueness about yourself. You still have a voice. That's all I'm trying to say. You still have a voice. So let's not get so caught up in what everybody else has to say about us, how we should be doing things, how we should be raising our children, what careers we should be going toward, even our YouTube channels. We need to be really careful about that and not get so caught up in what everybody is saying. If that makes sense, we don't want to get so caught up in what everybody else is saying. It's good to have constructive feedback. It's good to have those things. It's good to have listening ears. It's good to have people point you in the right direction. But at the end of the day, you're still the decision maker. You're making the decision for your life, for your career, for your finances, that type of thing. So I just kind of wanted to hear what everybody else was thinking about this. Have you guys ever thought about, making sure you're maintaining that balance and you're not being persuaded by what you're hearing all the time? At the end of the day, just making sure you're making the best decision for you. Real Odd says makes sense. You don't have to conform to someone else's perspective, but what works for one may not work for another. Absolutely. You hit it. You hit it. Absolutely. So it is just so important. And you know what? And we got to be true to ourselves, because when you start trying to be on somebody else's standards, expectation, you're going to make yourself miserable. You're just going to make yourself miserable. So just be true to you. Be true to you. Just be open to, it's nothing wrong with being open to what other people say. I'm always open, always a listening ear, that kind of thing. But you got to do what is best for you. You got to do what is best for you. And so again, I wrote down here, when I think about community, I think about support, receiving that encouraging word, somebody who's gonna, or those individuals who's gonna push me to the next level, and I can do the same for them. But at the end of the day, making sure I'm staying true to who I am. True to who I am. Who am I? Just staying in my own flow, staying in my own path, staying in my own lane. Stay in your lane, D. Don't get in nobody else's lane. Stay in your lane. Speak up. You have a voice as well. You have a voice as well. You can listen. Nothing wrong with listening. Nothing wrong with listening, but making sure that we are the decision makers. Growth and learning. Community exposes us to new ideas for wisdom. What I was kind of, wisdom, even on YouTube, it's so many content creators. I've learned so much from, so many different people. But again, balance, having that balance, making sure, okay, you're not being pulled, you're not being, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to, you got to do what's best for you. You got to do what's best for your mental state. You can't be all over the place, and I understand we're all content creators and we're trying to grow and do those types of things, but we got to be really careful, because you don't want to lose yourself. Don't lose yourself in this game called life. Real Odd says, and sometimes we have to keep a watchful eye as other so-called constructive criticism is nothing more than words of entrapment to keep you stagnated. All the while they're doing what they told you not to do. Okay, real. Y'all heard that? That is so true. And guys, it's just not even YouTube. It could be at work. People telling you, oh, I wouldn't do that. I don't think I would take that course. I don't think I would go that way with this project. All the while they're listening to your ideas and they're going to run with what you're thinking, And again, I think I need to put a disclaimer on this, because this is not to go against anyone's organization, careers, employers, church, because we see this happen in the church too as well. Sometimes they'll use scripture to put a guilt trip on you, or to tell you that, oh, you should be doing X, Y, and Z, but you're not doing it. You're being hateful. You're being spiteful. But you're telling me I need to be living X, Y, and Z. No, check you. Okay, y'all. Y'all, this might get a little uncomfortable, because nothing wrong with community, but don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. You matter. You matter. You are in control of you. You are in control of you. And this is not, y'all remember this song? It was, it says, you're so vain, I bet you think this song is about you. This is not about anybody. This is just a general conversation. This is just, we're just having a general conversation. This is not directed at no one person or anything. We're just having a basic conversation. Right, right, right. So I just wanted to put that out there. I just wanted to put that out there because, sometimes we can get in our feelings and thinking that, this is about, no, this is just a regular conversation. So, I had wrote down here, do you think it's possible to lose your voice when participating in, certain communities, organizations, all that kind of thing? Do you think it's possible that you can lose your voice, because you're just open to what everybody else is saying? So do you think sometimes you can find yourself kind of like getting a little not doing what you really want to do? Do you think that can happen to you? Has that happened to you before? I know it's happened to me in the past. Sometimes I'll lay down what I thought my thoughts were, how I really felt about a situation um because of my old habit of people pleasing. So I will put my thoughts to the side and say, okay, well, yeah, I think your way is the best way, but that's not what I really felt. You know what I mean? Y'all ever experience that? I don't do that anymore. I'm not that girl anymore. That's not her. She's no longer here. But I have done that in the past, just letting my little creativity go to the side and, oh, well, yeah, they know better. Yeah, now, no, I don't agree with that. No, that's not going to work for me. No. Okay, well, you do that. That's not going to work for me. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do it. Why is my phone ringing? And I'm not going to answer it. So have you guys ever experienced that? You kind of found yourself becoming small, not really being you all the way. Scrolling down, making sure I'm seeing everything. Keep bringing it, sis. Oh yeah. I'm reading some of the oh yeah, but it fits. It fits real. And then you catch those same people late at night in some drama channel, but by their standards, the standard they think you they okay, the standard then you think to yourself, ain't no way. Right. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yes, sometimes you can lose your voice. It all depends. And people have to understand sometimes you shine best alone. You do. You really do, odds. And you know what? And it's not that you know it all, because Lord knows I don't know everything. Good grief. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. But I have enough common sense to say that's not going to work for me. That may work for the next person, but that's not working for D. But we still can, we're okay. We're cordial. We're good. But I don't want to follow that. I don't want to follow that protocol. I don't want to do that. And I'm not going to do it. Okay, Stephanie says, praise God. My spirit always put me up to staying me. That's right. That's right. That's right. And I just learned that about myself. Yeah, we're still learning. We're still becoming. We're still learning about ourselves. And at 59 years old, I'm still learning about myself. And I'm still learning how to say no. I don't want to do that. Nope. I'm not going to participate in that. Nope. It's okay. And guess what? I'm okay for saying no. You are okay for saying no. Yeah. Yeah. Period. Period. And you don't have to feel some type of way. We got to learn how to navigate in this life and be okay with who we are. Some of us don't come into this until later in life. But once you get there, you get there. It's like boom. It's like what just happened to me? What's happening to me? What? I've always been the person to just tag along and go along with the flow, and but no, that's not gonna work for me. No, Miss Do It Yourself, exactly. So now I don't want to have my YouTube journey under the thumb of someone else. Okay, Miss Do It Yourself. You just spoke right there. And you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. This is your YouTube channel. You do with it as you like. You do with it as you like. Stephanie says, yes, God gives us all an assignment. That is so right. That is so true. You know what? And sometimes people don't understand your assignment. But guess what? They don't have to understand your assignment neither. They do not have to understand your assignment. Be like, okay, that's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be doing this. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. Yeah, and people will try to twist it and try to make you think you don't know what your assignment is. How you know what my assignment is? I know what I'm supposed to be doing. No, stay in your lane and I will stay in my lane. Yeah. Yeah, you stay in your lane, I will stay in my lane. But I'm open to learning. I'm open to being flexible, that type of thing. But my yes is my yes and my no is my no. It just is. It just is. Real Oz says, when you put yourself in groups, it can benefit you, but you also have to run the possibility of being judged and scrutinized. And if you try and do the same, they come with the words, don't tell me what to do. Absolutely. Hold on. That was a tambourine moment. Tambourine moment. Y'all, I'm so goofy. I can be so goofy at times. I know it. Yeah, but absolutely. Like you said, what works for you may not work for me. Why is that so complex, y'all? Why? Why is that so complex? Why is that so hard? You know why? Because some people like control. They like control. That Janet Jackson control. Yeah. They like control. And you got to be able to identify it. That's why you got to have your discernment up so high. Your discernment got to be ready. You got to sit back and you be like, you trying to control me on the slide. I see it. I feel it. Control issues. Yeah. I see it. And like I said, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's at work. It's on YouTube. Let's call it out. Let's call a spade a spade. It's on YouTube. It's at work. It's in the family. It's in your families. Yeah. It's in your family. It's always somebody in the family trying to control. Yes. Big fights. Everyone has different assignments or purpose. People can't put what they want you to see on you. But you have to put what God causes you to see on the forefront. They just don't want it to be you. You don't heard from God. God done told you. So, I want to go somewhere, but I'm not gonna go there. Y'all. I want to say something so bad, but I'm not gonna say it. But you can hear from God for yourself. God may confirm it through somebody else. I do believe I want to just go on the record and say, I do believe some people do have a gift of prophecy. But I just believe that if God has an assignment for me, He's not going to have this mediator between us. He's going to come directly to me because I have a relationship with Him. So I believe He's going to give me my assignments. Now, He may confirm it through somebody else. But why is He going to go and tell my business to somebody else for that person to come and tell it to me? I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, I'm going to read this. That is why I have pushed back from a lot of lives too. Family for sure. I have come too far to let someone try and take over my journey. Do you know? Most definitely. Thank you. Facts. You better speak. Absolutely. You better. And y'all, it's on the borderline. It's on the borderline of cliquey and cults. It's borderline. People who get into cults, they don't know it until it's too late. And when I'm telling you, these are intelligent people with good jobs, good logic. Next thing you know, you following somebody. You just following. You like a little puppy. You got your tail between your legs. You're just following. You're just following. No, you are a born leader. Lead. You are a born leader. You better lead. 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 You don't have to always be the follower. Now, I'm not saying you can't. Y'all know what I'm saying when I say this, right? Y'all know exactly what I'm saying. You can't lead everything. We do need to have a spirit of knowing when we need to follow, but we got to know when we got to cut it off. We got to know when we being bamboozled. We got to know when we're being bamboozled. I know this might be a little uncomfortable. It might be a little uncomfortable, right? But we need this, right? We need this because we want to stay balanced. We want to stay balanced. We need that balance in our lives. We don't need people always trying to tell us what to do. You got a mind. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. Because let me tell you, if something happens, where are those people going to be at? Are they going to show up for you? Are they going to be at your front door? Let me tell y'all something. When my mama passed away, the people I thought was going to be there for me, nope. 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 Wise up. We got to wise up. We got to wise up. And we got to be careful about all this, who we're allowing in our space. We got to be ever so careful. And I'm not saying everybody is against you. I promise you, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is use your discernment. Use your discernment. Family and so-called friends can be some of your biggest hindrance. You have to remove that title of family or friend and realize sometimes they are just as negative as the enemy. And that is so true. That is so true. That is so true. That's why, I didn't understand when people were like, oh, keep your YouTube channel quiet and all this kind of stuff. And y'all, I got to share this. I had not told anyone about my YouTube channel. And someone found out about it outside of someone found out about it. And when I tell y'all, it was like a big deal, but I don't even know why. And they could never just come straight to me. They would just kind of throw a little shade and that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't even tell you. But now you done found out from a third party. Now you're trying to throw shade at me. You can have a YouTube channel. You can create a channel just like I did. What's the big deal? What is the big deal? But that's just how people are. That's just how people are. Oh, she keeping secrets. Oh, I didn't know she was doing this. Oh, I didn't know she was doing it. I didn't know I had to tell you everything I do. I just didn't. I didn't get that memo. I don't know. Real odds. That is it. Please be respectful. When my mama passed away, my house was dry up. Her sister and kids did their own. Y'all, family, and who we call friends. Family and who we call friends. Yeah, we gotta wake up. We really do. We gotta wake up, and we have to see people for who they are. Because I've always been the type of, and my girlfriend, she gets on me so hard. I give you benefit of the doubt. She was like, Dee Dee, it's time out for that stuff. She was like, if somebody throw a rock at you, they intended to hit you. Stop trying to dodge it. You were their target. You were their target. Yeah. Stop all that benefit of it. But because I'm thinking, why wouldn't you want someone to be kind to you? Why wouldn't you want someone to be there for you? But then you turn around and you throw stones at them. To me, that logic just doesn't line up. I'm like, what is that about? What is that about? Some things we would just never understand. I've had people upset that I didn't tell them about my channel. Okay, so you went through this. like they were upset, then had the nerve to judge and say it was whack, but ended up asking me for help and how I start. See, I don't. What is that about? What is that about? I didn't tell you about my channel. Then you find out about my channel. And then you talk down about my channel. But then you ask me for money. And then how did I get it started? The logic, it just does. Y'all, so apparently this was a conversation we needed to have. Apparently this was a conversation we really needed to have. And I'm so thankful and grateful because I was like, am I having these thoughts by myself? Am I having these thoughts by myself? Am I feeling this? Am I the only person feeling this? No, I'm not. I just decided to talk about it. I decided to talk about it. We got to start exposing these things. We got to start exposing these things and standing up, and keep going on your journey. You know what's best for you. Continue on your journey. Some of you guys are trying to thrive and open up businesses, and people are talking about, why do you want to do that? That's already a saturated field. You're unique. You might be able to bring in the clientele they couldn't bring in. So they want to harp on what you're doing and try to make you feel like it's something you shouldn't do. Because know why? They can see something in you. And they know victory is all over you. They know the favor of God is all over you. They know you got favor. They know if you touch it, it's going to be what? Gold. You got that Midas touch. They know it. People can't, people observe you. They know. They know. They know. They really do. They know. They are mad because you did it first. Did it first. Did it first. Miss Do It Yourself says, my sister said, I know you're not doing that blogger. See, that is so stupid. You too old for that. What? You're too old. Okay. Just write all that down in your journal. Write it in your journal. Date it. Not at all. I'm happy you are putting it out there, sister. Yeah. Wow, Miss Do It. Really? Wow, Do It yourself. Yes. I was only recording like everyone. Else. Yes. Shake it off. Do it yourself. Some people are just miserable, and I have to remember they are. They really are. They really are. They want to make you think, oh, they're so happy. They're so on top of the world. But they're watching. They're watching you. They're watching you. They're watching your every move, what you do. They're watching. Like you said, I was watching your content one day, and you were saying they're watching from the bushes. They see that you're doing well on your channel. They see that you're doing well in your life. They see that you're doing well in college. You decided to go back to school. Nobody else wanted to do it. Now you're in school. Oh, you too old to go back to college. You too old to get a trade. You too old to start a business. Says who? Says who? Where is it written that I'm too old? Where? My mom said YouTube isn't going to get me nowhere. See, you got to get rid of all that stinking thinking. They are watching. Trust and believe. They're like us. I believe you said they'll watch but won't comment. They won't like. They won't do any. They'll just watch from afar. What is it for you to go in if someone's content is uplifting you, encouraging you? What is it for you to like and just keep it moving? I enjoyed this and just keep it moving. There's nothing wrong with that. What is wrong with telling someone, you look nice today? I really like that dress you have on. I like your hair. Oh, you spoke so well today at your presentation. What is so wrong with that? That is just crazy when you can't give be real about it, a true compliment. You just want everyone to give you all the accolades. All the accolades just come to you. Oh, all the accolades go to you. It is so much out here for all of us. No one needs to be jealous or envious of anyone. Of anyone. That is just crazy to me. It is so crazy. They are watching. That is awesome, Pokemon. Yes. So true. Mm-hmm. Even people who have more subscribers and a bigger following will still be jealous. It was a lesson I learned. The day I got monetized, I had people take a wrench away the next day. Oh my goodness. They was like, mm-mm. You know why? Because they could see the victory all over you. They didn't expect it. Oh, he ain't gonna get monetized. She ain't gonna get monetized. What's the chance? That channel's so whack. That's so crazy. And then on top of that, then the enemy will try to come in and whisper, "You shouldn't post that. Oh, you better post it. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't talk about that. Talk about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Talk about it. Talk about it." Mr. But I can guarantee if you make it off YouTube to the big screen, they will show up. Oh, can I get your autograph real? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how it works. Real talk, I say, I am so serious. It was crazy and I'm so helpful. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's just ridiculous. It is just so ridiculous. But you know what? We are in a season where things are shifting. We are growing. And I am just a firm believer that the best is yet to come for all of us. If we stay focused on our journey, we don't get distracted, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You don't have to get in the clique, in the cults, all that. You don't. Continue to be you. Continue to be you. And as they say, your tribe will find you. People will enjoy your content. As long as you enjoy your content, it's fine. As long as you enjoy the career you're in, the business you're opening, the connections you're making, you continue to shine, you continue to show up, you continue just to be yourself. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Be you. Stop trying to be like somebody else. That's exhausting. That's tiresome. It's not going to sound right no way. Just do you. Be you. And continue to applaud people. Clap for people. Push people to the next level. Show up for people. I love to say it's not always about us. It's not always about us. We need to learn how to show up for other people. But at the same time as we're showing up for other people, we need to continue to show up for ourselves. I'm a big cheerleader of others. You can do it. You can do it. Go head on and do that. You need to do the same thing for yourself. The same thing for years and years and years. I've always just pushed people, and that's part of my purpose, to push people. But part of my purpose also is to walk in victory. God has something for me. He has something ordained for me. He has something ordained for you. So while we're pushing others, push yourself. It's time for you to elevate. I'm not saying you continue to cheer others on, but you cheer your own self on too. You look in the mirror and you tell yourself, okay, what's next? What's next? Stop all that saying yes to everybody else's projects, but you're not doing anything for your project. You're not working on yourself. You're not working on your business, your goals, your aspirations, your health, your finances. You're trying to help everybody else. You're just constantly. Me and my nephew was having this conversation. He was like, Auntie, I'm just digging in my pockets, giving this, giving that, $300 here, $400 there. He was like, I'm not going to have anything left. People will drain you if you let them. I'm not saying don't give because I believe in giving. But y'all, we got to let people be accountable for themselves. They keep making the same crazy mistakes. They got to be accountable for themselves. You'll go broke. You'll go bankrupt. Um, I have been in people's lives for hours, and when I go live, I don't see any of them folks. So now I have to reset to grow my. Welcome, Rachel. Hey, Rachel, how are you? Hi, Coach, how are you? My goodness. Yes, 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 real. Yeah, guys, we gotta push our own selves forward. We gotta, again, let's continue to congratulate each other. Let's continue to be there for other people. But it's nothing wrong with putting yourself first. It's nothing wrong with that. That's not being selfish. That is self care. That is self care. Take care of your business. Your businesses. You may have more than one business. Take care of your business. Take care of your YouTube channel. Take care of your family. Put yourself first. And you can still applaud others. First. 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 Y'all, this has just been an awesome conversation. This has really helped me. A lot of time when I get on here, my goal is to push, someone to the next level, but I get inspired as well. I get inspired as well, and it lets me know you are where you need to be. You are where God has you for this time and this purpose for your assignment. So that's part of my confirmation. So I just really enjoy that. They are probably there, Miss Dewitt. They just won't say anything right. What you call it? They won't hit the button. Yeah, they won't do it. They won't do it. Hey, Crystal. Definitely, you should define you. That's right. That's right. Hey, hey. That's why I don't miss your post, Miss. Oh, you have just been so supportive. All you guys have just been so supportive, and I do what? I go back and I want to give that same love back. And I know those who have supported me, I make sure I go back. And I know we all are busy. I don't have this expectation that I expect people to come over to my channel every day because a lot of us have full-time jobs, we have families, we have careers, we got businesses. We're doing all these things. But I can take time out once a week and do what I need to do. And do what I need to do. And do what I need to do. That's how we're going to continue to grow as a community. We're going to continue to be there for each other. But y'all, we are also going to sharpen our discernment. Sharpen our discernment. We're going to stop putting time in where we're not getting time back. And I'm not talking about being tit for tat. I promise you, I'm not talking about that, y'all, but we got to grow up so we can glow up. We got to grow up so we can glow up. Yeah, most definitely. You always show your support, and I appreciate. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, you sent me that information about the moderator and I watched that video a couple times. That was very helpful to me. Miss Jazzy gave me some information, and like I said, it's just so many of you guys who have been so helpful to me, and I hope you can feel the love back to me. And like I say, I may not get over to your channels all the time, but you're on my heart, you're on my mind, and I'm praying for our channels. I'm praying that God will give us that creativity that we need, but we also keep the right character. It's so important. It just grieves my spirit when I see how people go out here and make content about other content creators to belittle their channel. If you don't like what a person is bringing to their channel, just keep moving. You don't have to tear anybody down so you can come up. You don't have to tear anybody down so you can come up. You don't have to try to shame people. You don't have to do it. It's just so crazy. Real says, I don't put too much on content creators as I do know they have to make videos also. I am understanding. That's why I do help push other content create, and you definitely do that. You have done that for me. I tell you, I come over to your channel and I just go lay on the sofa. I'm like, I need therapy today. I need therapy today. You know, you can just go to some people's content. Like I was looking at Chef Dice. He did Taco Tuesday. And I'm like, he be out there cooking, just cooking. You know, so that's what I love about YouTube. It's so diverse, so diverse. And where I'm weak, somebody else is strong, and I'm like, okay, I need a little bit of that umph in me. I gotta put a little bit of umph in me there. And then I've had people tell me, okay, because you're a little bit more gentler with that, D, I can do that. You know, so we kind of like pick up off of each other, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It really is. It's a blessing. So let me see. That is awesome. So much judgment on here. It is very clicky. Very clicky. I didn't expect to see that. I'm like, oh, okay. What's happening here? It's so much judgment. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm thinking you get this from a social media? And y'all, I haven't been to other I was on TikTok just watching, not, being a content creator or anything like that. But I haven't been on Instagram. I don't do Facebook or anything. So I just do YouTube only. But yeah, I started gradually noticing what was going on, and I'm like, this not cool. This and I'm like, how do you make judgments based off of people you don't know? These are just videos. You don't go home with these people. You don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. So you really can't judge someone you don't know. You don't know. I can only go by what I see, so I can't make a judgment call. I'm not with you guys all the time. You're not with me. So it's just really crazy. Um it's a lot of judgment. I pray for the negative and move on. I go where there's motivation, not where there's judgment. Hey, B2, how are you? High school. Okay, 2 words. High school. You just hit it. High school is very, yeah, yeah. I make sure YouTube doesn't push, hold on, let me go back. Doesn't push negativity my way. A bunch of YouTube cults, call it what it is. It's a cult. I call it. I know some don't per se like me, but oh well, we keep it moving, y'all. No sweat off our shoulders. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to be really careful. That's why I was saying, we talk a lot about cults when it comes to churches, but there are cults on YouTube. There are cults. There are many cults on YouTube. It really is. It really is. And they won't grant you access. And I'm like, cool by me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's all right. It's okay. But like you said, Crystal, I'm gonna go where there's positivity, where I feel welcomed, where the dialogue is going. You can tell when you're not welcomed. You can pick up on it, and then you'll try to go back again. And then you'll try to go back again and say, well, maybe it was just me. Maybe I was in my feelings. Maybe I'm in my feelings. So let me go back and try this thing again. And it happens again. And you go back again, like, boo-boo me. I'll go back again. And I'm like, no, I got it right. It wasn't me. Have you guys ever experienced that? I pull away quick. I love peace and comfort. I've learned to tread lightly. You're fine. I need get out. Respect. Keep it respect. Yep. So Coach Me said, yep. You can feel the atmosphere. You can feel it. Even on social media. You can feel it. You can feel it. You're like, what is this? What is this? But yeah, that's okay. It's a learning experience. It's a growing experience. And I'm a firm believer. What's for me is for me. And what's for you is for you. It's going to happen. So don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals. Just keep it pushing. No, they purposely skip over your comment. Y'all, here we go again. They purposely skip over your comments, and it's only for people in the room. So you know they overlook. Even when others greet you, they pretend they are blind. I started to go put on my Ray Charles glasses, but they intentionally overlook your comments. So, y'all, I wasn't in my head. Y'all have just confirmed a lot of stuff. So, some of this stuff I was thinking, well, maybe I'm kind of emotional. I'm in my feelings and confirmation. See? Confirmation. Confirmation. So, it's not just me. It's not just me, and I'm not being sensitive. I'm not being sensitive. Because like I said, I am the type of person I will give you benefit of the doubt. I'll try it again, try it again, try it again. But it is what it is. But it comes with the territory. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. It comes with the territory. So we have to grow. It's no different than when you're at work and you're on a project and certain people try to exclude you because they don't want you to be part of the team. They don't want you to get credit for the project that was implemented and it was successful. They don't want your name tied to it. But baby, one thing about me, I have learned I am just as good as the next person. I deserve to be at the table. You deserve to be at the table. And that's how we have to think about ourselves when we get up in the morning. I deserve to be here. God gave me this. God granted me this. He gave me this confidence, this courage, this voice, this melon skin. Whatever skin you are, He gave it to you. He gave it to you, and nobody can take it away. That joy, that peace you have, nobody can take it away. So you own it. You continue to own it and walk in it. Continue to walk in it and just continue to be you. You're okay the way you are. So when you start second guessing yourself, well, maybe I don't have enough. Maybe this, Crystal, I heard you talking one day. Maybe this YouTube thing not for me. Maybe I should. You still standing. You still standing, Crystal. You still hanging on in there. We still coming in looking for your content. Like, what Crystal at? What's she at? What's she doing? What's up? What's going on? Yeah, you got to continue to show up because what they want you to do is fold. They want you to go away. You're not going away. I'm still here. I'm still here. You're still here. Guys, I just appreciate you guys for coming in, hanging out with me. This is Dee Dee with Motivated to Soar. Go out, check out my channel if you get a chance. I'm going to come over and check you guys out. This has been an awesome conversation. And I just hope you guys enjoy the remainder of your day. All right, guys. Blessings. Take care. Bye. Thanks, Stephanie. I appreciate you for being my moderator.